I've really loved that process. A great breakdown from NASA astronaut and mission specialist on Artemis 2, Christina Cook, explaining the translunar injection burn is
Basically,
not only the burn that commits them to going to the moon, but also the burn that commits them to their splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. She mentioned there are a couple of options for a U-turn if that was necessary. Teams on the ground do have a couple of options previously discussed in briefings ahead of the mission where they could bring the crew home potentially a little bit early, but this really is the
that's
deciding point.
three.
And earlier today, the mission management team gave the go for the Artemis
Oh
2
my god,
crew
this.
to perform that translunar injection burn and continue with the mission.
Oh my god.
Prior to translunar injection burn, and at this point, Orion has been in a high Earth orbit, and we are on the Deep Space Network. This is a little bit of a monumental moment of
But
its
that's.
type because it's the first
I
time in
don't
over
even know.
50 years that we have had humans back on the Deep Space Network. Because the International Space Station is in a low Earth orbit, we use the tracking data relay satellite systems to communicate with those crew members. But because the Artemis 2 crew is traveling so far from our home planet,
Happening.
we are taking advantage of the Deep Space
Don't see.
Network available.
Bro, what? Even the replay was like. Bro, please no more lag. He can actually.
You're looking at a live view of the Orion capsule, specifically the European
What?
service module
Did
of
he?
the OMS engine, the Orbital Maneuvering System engine. Orion is currently over 20,000 miles away from our home planet of Earth. And the engine that you see here, that large one in the center, is what will be used to execute the translunar injection burn this afternoon, 6:49 p.m. Central Time for the start of that burn. Some fun facts about the Orbital Maneuvering System engine. This is a NASA-provided and refurbished engine, and before
Bro,
this
I'm
engine,
actually
it had
doing
been
well with.
in space 19 times on 3 different space shuttles. It has 6,000 pounds of thrust, and if you strapped it to a car here on Earth, it would accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.7 seconds. That kind of power is what we need to take the crew out of a high Earth orbit, send them beyond the moon, and bring them back home.
Dude, like, I don't even know what's going on. I mean, I couldn't say that anyways, to be. I'll be honest with. Bro, I'm beating this guy with crazy lag. I don't even know.
Again, this view coming to you live from Orion. Now 22 hours and 19 minutes into the Artemis 2 mission, approximately 10-day mission. The view you see is coming
Whoa,
from a camera on the tip
that
of
is a nice shot.
4 solar arrays And each of those arrays provides
By the way, all of the shots you...
2 3-bedroom homes.
I can't really...
These cameras on the ends of the solar array wings can be used for spacecraft inspection and, obviously, capturing amazing views. These cameras on the solar arrays are not the only cameras aboard Orion. We had great views from the docking camera yesterday as it was focused on the interim cryogenic propulsion stage while pilot Victor Glover was piloting the Orion spacecraft.
Oh no.
The prox operations
We're
team
lagging.
was allowing the crew to practice manually
I
flying.
still think he's not gonna...
Victor Glover being the first person to do so. This helps ground teams learn more about how Orion flies in space.
Gonna win. Very possible.
And helps us
This
prepare
lag is certainly
during
helped.
which the crew will need
Like,
to
especially in that shot. I can't tell that he's...
We also have plenty of cameras inside the spacecraft.
How did I not get that? See?
Nikon cameras. We expect to get some great imagery from the crew, not only of the Earth and the Moon,
I don't know
but
how.
also of their life inside Orion.
Okay, that was a...
Integrity Houston, for information only, we are updating the deadbands on the vehicle, just in case you see a...
How? Not even touching. It's actually crazy because I'm lagging so much and I'm still... But I might lose. Probably gonna lose. Okay, now I need a score. I'm lagging way more than you. Like, how is he demoing me there? It makes no sense. Oh my gosh, I can't with lag. I hope I won't have the same lag next. That's a good. That was a really good game. Not much crazy that I. Oh no, I feel like it's really annoying.
Houston copies.
Oh, nice shot. My teammates actually. That's not even an easy. That's like very limited. I wouldn't be. 'Femeline.
22 hours and 27 minutes into the flight of Artemis 2, we heard a call from the ground to the crew that they were turning off dead banding. Dead banding is, and that they may see some motion with that. Dead banding, if you compare it to lane assist in your car, helps you keep traveling on the straight and narrow and keeps us within the path that we are intended. The team let them know that they were going to turn that off for the time being and that they could expect some motion.
'Très bien.
The timeline, Commander Reed Wiseman and pilot Victor Glover are continuing to step through that flywheel hardware setup. Ahead of the translunar injection burn, the crew is also using a syringe and a straw to store water in some contingency urinal bags. There was a water valve issue noticed yesterday. It was resolved, and the crew has been able to get water from all 4 tanks and operated that system as expected over the last now 22 hours and 28 minutes. However, this is a precautionary measure ahead of the translunar injection burn to take some of that water and store it in these bags.
Terrori. Terrori. Crazy. I just. This is good.